It's the Power Hour. We are back, guys. We are back. I'm joined by Brian, Master of Num Nums. DL is back. Congrats on your wedding.
Thank you.
And we have Nerdy Geek here as always before I kick him out. So let's start the Power Hour. Woo! This is the first episode of Power Hour on Kingdom of Nerds exclusively. So here we are here for all of your pop culture and movie news in an hour. Hopefully we can get through an hour without going over, but who knows with this cast of characters.
I'll try not to go on a tangent this time.
Especially with tonight's topic. We got the Grassi in the chat. He said no and no. Beltray is here. Hello. Terry Floyd. Hey, Terry. Tonight's topic will be what is the topic tonight?
I don't know.
I don't know. Something about a universe. I don't know.
Something. I don't know.
I don't know. It's based
Warner
off
Brothers
of,
are for sale again.
Oh my gosh, for the 12th time.
I don't know what the topic is, but all I know is we need to bring back the SnyderVerse.
Oh, that's the topic.
Oh, there's the.
Will Warner Brothers restore the SnyderVerse? Now, there has been a lot of rumors and speculations in the last, 48 to 72 hours, all because of this. David Ellison, CEO of Paramount, is now partnering with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi to try to prepping a whopping $71 billion deal package. YouTubers took this and ran. Some smaller trades that Cosmic Book News, a culprit for misinformation, took this and ran with it. But David Ellison came out today and said Paramount Skydance says Variety's report regarding Skydance, Paramount Skydance partnering with 3 Arab nations for their WB bid is inaccurate. The information Variety published is categorically inaccurate. This is a confidential process, which we respect, and as such, we will not be commenting until the process is over. I have seen everything in the last couple of days from Henry Cavill has signed on to play Superman again. Ben Affleck is considering coming back. Saudi Arabian and Zack Snyder have put together this deal. Zack is heavily involved. James Gunn is going to be fired next week. We're finally going to get some quality DCU because James Gunn needs to be out the door. Blah 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 blah. It just goes on and on, a cycle. Now, my opinion on should the SnyderVerse be restored is no. If they want to do an animated show to finish whatever was left in Zack Snyder's universe, that's fine. I think we've come too far from the original movies to continue them in movie form. I don't think any of the cast wants to return except for a few. That's just my opinion. Oh, thank you. I like this shirt. So what do you guys think?
Well, the opinion is for someone who's was in the muck and the mire for the last half decade or so. I don't care anymore. Like, dude, restore it. Don't. If they do, I don't care. Shut up about it. Which won't happen because I know this. It's just, dude, it's the same back and forth, bro. It's over. Like, just let it go. But hey, whatever.
Yeah.
Just
Is Zack
disappointed.
Snyder, he's still being hostage in Zack Snyder's basement.
Yep.
That's why he said what he said.
I'm trying to get out.
Nerdy, what do
So-
you think about this? Was it 20? It's about 20 years since the first since Man of Steel.
I mean, they had their chance. They had their chance. You know, the Man of Steel wasn't the best Superman movie, but when it came out, it had a lot of hype. A lot of people did like it, and they just ruined it by just going straight to Batman v Superman. They just took too much time. They didn't. I don't know, man. It's just too late for this.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave this here for a second.
What's that?
I'm just gonna. Oh, it's a little gift from my wife after
Aw.
we saw this beautiful film. Okay, so
What movie was that? Oh, we haven't got your review of Superman 2025.
oh, you didn't? Y'all
I
didn't watch
did
my
not.
channel?
Well, that's how
think-
long it's
I think
been,
we need
dude.
to-
We haven't.
I think we need to preference this with your review. This way we can go into your Restore Snyder talk. So what was your review of Superman?
Okay, so off the gate, I love Superman 25. It is now my favorite Superman film, and I know that's gonna piss people off. I'm sorry, but that's how I feel. This takes nothing away from my enjoyment of the DCEU because I still really enjoy Man of Steel, and I love the Snyder Cut. And there are the other installments of the DCU, like Aquaman, Blue Beetle, all the Wonder Woman, etc. I still enjoy them, but we've talked about this before. We talked about this numerous times. It's it's not gonna. Yeah, I was hyperventilating a little bit because I was so happy in that theater. But anyway, it's about this.
Wait,
Snyderverse.
you were having a heartfelt, joyous, happy moment watching a DC film?
Yes.
What?
Yes,
Is
I
that-
did.
Is that possible?
I didn't think we were allowed
Yes.
to do that.
I had such a grin on my face from start to finish. But yeah, I'm sorry. The Snyderverse there's no way it can continue. There's levels to this, guys. I don't think people are really like taking into consideration all of the factors that need to come into play if they want Justice League 2 and 3 and all this other stuff to happen. You brought up Brucifer that do you think that they're going to be able to get all the actors back to do these movies? Do you think that they're going to come back?
I think they could potentially get
It's like Star Trek 4, dude. It's not gonna happen.
I think they could potentially get Cavill. They can definitely get Gal Gadot. She's not doing anything.
Okay.
Ray Fisher's not doing anything.
Oh boy.
Do they want to get Ezra back though?
I don't think so. I do not think so.
No.
Also-
I think he needs more. It needs more time for Ezra to come back because people still have this notion in their head that he was out there trafficking kids and kidnapping kids and it wasn't true, and all the claims that that girl's parents made were false. They were fed lies and misinformation by an individual, and they came out and said that. But people will still think of Ezra as a PDF.
Yes. Also keep in mind that when did Man of Steel, Batman v Superman came out? Okay, the Man of Steel came out 2013. Batman v Superman came out 2016. The Snyder Cut came out when? Like 2021?
2021, yeah.
2021. Okay. Have you guys
How much did I pay you for your endorsement?
ha ha ha. Oh man, I wish I was getting paid for my biased opinions towards James Gunn's DCU. Man, I'd be shilling all day. But no, you guys know I give you guys, my actual takes. I don't care if people like my opinions. I don't care. I'm not going to say what's popular. Just say how I feel. But also, Gal Gadot, Henry Cavill, and Jason Momoa alone, their equity has went way up since they did the DC films. They're
Yeah.
going to ask for way more money. They're not
Yeah.
just going to do it just because they like Zach. They're going to expect some moolah as well.
Well, especially after what's happened to them. They've all been kind of ran through the mud anyway. So it's like I'd be asking for all the money I could. No,
Yes.
it's the same reason why Star Trek 4 is never going to happen. You're never going to get
Exactly.
Chris Pine, all those guys back together again. Their stock as actors and actresses has risen through the roof.
I got to tear now.
Zoe Saldana, she don't need Star Trek. She's about to be in another $2 billion Avatar film.
That-
She could win an Academy Award.
Yeah, she would be the
Yes.
budget of the entire movie, basically.
Yes. And if the VFX, also keep in mind, if the VFX to finish the Snyder Cut was $70 million alone, imagine how much more money it would take to make 2 more Justice League films
And 2 more Man of Steel films.
and another Ben Affleck standalone movie.
Not gonna
We know,
happen.
you know,
Where's
So
this
it's
money
like-
coming from when they're selling the company?
right? And you could almost make an argument that they could shell the money for that if the other DCEU movies did well at the box office.
Well,
And we see how that went.
Wonder Woman, Aquaman did very well.
Yes.
Yep.
Aquaman 2 broke even.
Right.
Wonder Woman 84, day and date streaming theater release. There's no way to gauge how much that movie could have made if it was just released in theaters.
Okay. But let's talk about Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Let's talk about Black Adam. Let's talk about The Flash, which they hype to be one of the greatest comic book films of all time. Let's talk about Blue Beetle. Let's talk about Birds of Prey. Let's talk what are we doing here, man? And this is coming from someone who likes the majority of the films. I'm not talking as a hater. I enjoy those films, but let's call it how it is. They have not been successful. You can't even give an argument that people will go out to the theater to see the DCU if they didn't go out to see it from the beginning.
It
It's
kind of
like-
went out with a dull fart.
Yes.
Well, you know, not to say that most of those movies were not good or at least decent.
I liked Blue Beetle.
I did too.
They weren't financially successful enough to warrant bringing them back. There, you know, and people lost. The DC fans lost trust in WB under AT&T. It's just true. It's just facts. You know, I understand. The Flash went into production in what 2015.
2015.
It went through multiple directors, multiple rewrites. You know, a budget of 200 million didn't need to be that much because of rewrites and hiring new story directors, and then you get hit with COVID, and that increased the cost, and it just ballooned. But James Gunn saying that it was the greatest comic book movie ever for him was his opinion, and obviously he must have believed something because he hired the same BX people to do Superman.
That's called PR. You're taking over a defunct universe. Last thing you want to do is that last movie that comes out. So yeah, it's awful. Don't go see it.
Yeah, it's
The thing about the Flash and Blue Beetle is that everyone already saw the writing on the wall that the DCU was ending, you know, or the DCEU was ending. James Gunn was going to take over. He was going to start it all over. So I know there was a lot of normies who were telling me that, like, well, why am I going to go watch it? They're about to end it anyway. So it felt like if you were a real fan of these characters, you went to see it. Otherwise, it's like, what's the point?
Thank you. Oh man.
You know, and time after time again, it has been proven in the last 2 decades that tech companies have no business owning movie studios. They have no idea what they're doing, how to handle these properties and the IPs, and they will soon enough run them into the ground, and then let a creative actually have their vision seen on the screens. You know,
Yeah.
No business owning WB. That's why they're in debt as bad as they are. That's why they're going to go through another sale. David Zaslav had to literally like save WB from the barren wasteland AT&T left them. So it's like, God.
you know, it's what was it? AOL bought them first,
Mhm.
then AT&T.
Mhm.
Did I miss anyone? And then
no, I think that's it. And then Discovery.
and then Discovery. Regardless of how many people hate Zaslav and dislike his methods, I know he got rid of a whole bunch of junk on HBO Max that no one was watching. He licensed it out to Tubi, Netflix. You know, canceled, scrapped Batgirl, scrapped what was the other one?
Coyote versus Acme.
Yeah, the Coyote and
Yeah.
Roadrunner, which
Yes.
everyone was saying was great.
Yeah.
Well, they
Now
made money off it. They sold it to who? I forgot the name of the company that bought it. Actually,
yeah, right.
Oh, so you can still watch that one? I need to go watch it.
they know they call me a normie. I need to change my band. Brian is not taking a nap.
Too late. Polling is closed.
What is this? This is a random Blue Jay sighting?
Oh wow.
What do you
Blue
like
Jay.
James Gunn so far? Do you
What
like?
what do you like James Gunn so far?
Oh,
Or what do I like about James Gunn so far? Like,
we got a 20 member for 20 months. Look at this guy. You know, it'd be nice to be a member and show up sometimes. I'm just kidding. Remember when Coca-Cola owned Columbia Pictures? Ooh,
wait, what? I
that
forgot.
was
Yeah,
a thing.
Well, the thing is if you watch that documentary about Star Wars, they talk about like the last of the actual studio heads died like in the 70s, man. Like or gave up, like they sold out in the 70s, man. Like ever since then, it's been a corporate machine.
Yeah,
A sausage
it's all
factory.
about. It's all about. Well, what's our return going to be on this? There's no one takes risks,
Yeah, it's return on
and if
investment
they do, it's
and
stupid
risk
risks.
management.
What do we like about the James Gunn slate so far?
Peacemaker was good.
I enjoyed Creature Commandos because I am a Creature Commando fan. I'm not a Suicide Squad fan. That's why I didn't like Suicide Squad, but I did like James Gunn's Suicide Squad because it had Starro in it, and I love wacky villains. I really do. Everybody knows this. What else? Peacemaker. That's just I love Peacemaker. And Superman. Superman's a 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, Superman was great. I loved it, and I was really worried going into it. Like, is it going to live up to the hype? It has to make because there was all these things going against it. It had to make money. It was good. Everyone's going to be comparing it to, of course, to Zack Snyder's Superman. We had a new Lex, a new Lois, so everyone's going to see how they compare to the old ones. And I was so afraid that I was going to go in there and it was going to be mediocre, but no, I loved it. And then the Creature Commandos, I never read anything about them. I knew little to nothing about them, and I loved that series. I mean, I went through it in like 2 days, 3 days. I loved every episode. And then the Suicide Squad, I loved way better than Suicide Squad. And then they went and took a character in the Peacemaker, which I hated at the end of the Suicide Squad, and made me like him in his own series, which I didn't think was going to be possible. So
True.
I've really liked what James Gunn has done.
Yeah, I've enjoyed what he's done so far too. Obviously, I said I love Superman. I really enjoyed Creature Commandos. I thought that was a lot of fun. Yeah, James Gunn's Suicide Squad, I think is great. Honestly, I wish that was the Suicide Squad we got first.
Yes.
Yeah, just made me care about a bunch of. This is James Gunn's forte, making us care about C-level, D-level characters, and that was a textbook example. You made me like Polka Dot Man, like that.
Yes.
That's already an accomplishment right there.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was the best part of the movie. He's like, "It's your mom." Just-
And then Ratcatcher 2.
Catcher 2 and
Making you like that
Bloodsport.
character is like, what?
Yeah, Bloodsport, King Shark, freaking Starro's in a movie and this works.
I mean, he's
It's
got a
like,
habit of doing that. If you haven't noticed,
yes,
He does.
So
dude, I
good.
even like
likes-
Guy Gardner. Like,
He loves his obscure
Guy
characters.
Gardner.
he was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
Nathan Fillion is Guy Gardner. Chef's kiss. Just
When they
chef's
show up in
kiss.
Moravia and then it starts flipping him off with the tanks.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
You know, I don't know if you guys remember when all the casting was being announced and we were getting set photos, and it was constantly he's wearing underwear. Then it was the collar of the suit.
That's where I had.
Then it was
Yeah,
the
wow,
color,
dude.
the color grading of the movie. Everybody became a color grading expert.
Yes.
Then
and
we had
then-
there was Nathan Fillion's hair.
Yep. It was. Oh, they're using the Kingdom Come logo for his
Yes.
crest. I'm like, okay.
You know, I
Calm down,
understand.
sweaties.
You know, it was rough.
Yeah.
Movie Talk was rough for a long time.
Yes.
I got out of it. I haven't looked back, but I decided to do the Power Hour because I wanted a show where I can get DL on again, because DL's been missing in action. All I get to see is random videos on Facebook of DL dancing at his wedding.
That's great.
So it's just refreshing to be able to talk positively about stuff again.
Yes. For sure.
Cliffy, what's up, Cliffy?
Cliff, hey Cliff. It's you know, which
To me, if you're gonna watch, go ahead.
go ahead, no, go ahead.
To me, if you're gonna go to a movie and watch a Superman movie, you should leave feeling like there's positivity, there's good things in the world. You shouldn't leave feeling like, well, shit, I'm just gonna go like slip my wrist. What's the point of anything? Because that's how this. I mean, and I liked Man of Steel. I loved Henry Cavill, but it was not a fun movie to watch. There was nothing uplifting about it. And when I left James Gunn's Superman, I just felt like there's still hope.
Yes. I just think for the longest time DC was known as this dark and gritty and adult-oriented thing, and here we have something light and fun, but there's room for both. There's room for dark and gritty and fun. It just has to be Warner Brothers just has to find a balance.
Yeah. Like looking back on it, DCU, even though like I said, I do still enjoy the majority of them. Looking back on it when they're trying to do the whole dark and gritty stuff, it really just feels like it's a reaction to Marvel because they didn't want to be compared to Marvel. So it's like, as I said numerous times, when it comes to any cinematic universe, you should have installments that have different tones and different genres, have a variety of things that could appeal to different people. Not everything has to feel the same. That's another thing I criticize with Marvel as well, is that they all have a similar type of vibe, similar type of feel. They may cover different parts of the Marvel universe. They may have different like stuff going on, but as far as like the Marvel flavor, the lighthearted, fun stuff, their track record of humor and stuff like that, it all seems very similar. So it's like no universe should all feel the same as far as that. So
Yes. Hunter Kingdom knows, what is your thoughts on Snyder Bros saying this is the end of James Gunn universe after the Saudis buy it? I will say this. What a lot of people don't realize is the Saudis own a lot of the entertainment, not own, or they backed a lot of the entertainment that we watch and consume.
Unfortunately.
And Comcast, if they are talking to the Saudis about getting financial back in the same way Discovery went to Chase, was it Chase? They went to Chase and a few other banks to get financial backing. I don't think Saudis will buy WB outright. And even if they do, I don't think they would just get rid of James Gunn. James Gunn has, speaking of which, wait, is that the next one? James Gunn has brought in a lot of money with Superman merchandising, partnering with different companies. They have silver, freaking a knife set with Superman's picture on it.
Yeah, it's like, do they think whoever buys them, whether it's Paramount, whether it's Universal, whether it's Netflix, whatever, do you really think they are not, wouldn't want to keep James Gunn on board? Because, like, especially after Superman doing pretty well at the box office and doing very well critically and merchandise sales, you think they just want to drop that and go to something that hasn't been a certified success?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, not only that, but put yourself out another 4 to 5 years for another movie to come out.
right.
Yeah. And shout out to William at the Sci-Fi Center. Him and other business owners that sell comics saw a huge uptick in Superman comic sales, crypto comic sales. So Superman got people that normally wouldn't buy comics into the comic shops, buying comics, wanted to learn about Superman and crypto. That's the number one thing I think is important for the comics and the movie industry. If they can influence one or the other.
Yes,
That's true.
Yeah, the Snyder fans are not realizing, because I know the one thing they want to point to is like, oh, Man of Steel made more at the box office than Superman 2025. Okay, and as we said from the beginning, it doesn't matter, because they knew going into Superman, and I said this before too, they knew going into this new Superman movie that is going to take a minute to get the audience back, because they had to deal with years of a very mixed bag DCEU. So you have to gain the trust of the audience back. And I think they did that with flying colors. And not only did they do that, they made people excited for what's to come next. And so for the other installments, they're going to make more money because of the standard that they set with Superman, that people are excited. People had a good time. People were like, "Oh, I want to see more. I'm going to tell my friends that this is actually good. We should go see this." Then it makes more money for the DCU going forward. That's how it is. You should not be expecting $1 billion off the get-go. Even Iron Man didn't make $1 billion when it first came out. It was a good movie. It made good at the box office, but it set up success for the MCU going forward. That's what their mindset is. So,
well, the thing about Superman is it may not have made as much money as people were hoping or thought it should have, but even when it got released to HBO Max, it was like the #1 streaming thing on their service for like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. So the people who may not have checked it out at the theaters were checking out it at home, and it seems like they were liking it because it was up there on the top 10 with HBO Max for a long time.
And even before it hit HBO Max, when it was on PVOD, it made somewhere between 60 and 70 million on PVOD, which is insane.
it's insane.
That's when I saw it. I paid $30. I got the movie and I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care at that point. I can watch it now whenever I want.
And then going back to what you were saying, go ahead, Brian.
Oh no, I was done right there.
Yeah, going back to what you were saying, Bruce, about people getting excited about Superman. So I had dropped out of comics for 10 years, and I got back at the beginning of last year, and nobody talked about Superman. Everyone said how boring he was. And now whenever you hear people talk about, oh, what are your favorite series to read? everybody is saying how great the Superman series is and that more people should be reading it. But before this movie came out, nobody talked about it. Nobody was buying Superman. And yeah, it may not be, top 10, top 25, but everyone who reads it is loving it, and it's the word of mouth is starting to spread.
Yeah. Because like Superman, we are always doing important stuff here.
Hey, quit messing around.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
So we have learned that the bids for Warner Bros. Discovery are due by Thursday, November 20th, 2 days. And the current expected bidders are Netflix, Paramount Skydance, and NBC Universal Comcast. I was hoping to see Apple weigh in, start swinging their dick around with their money.
$1 trillion company.
Yeah.
Apple seems to like to create their own content, though, so they can own it.
They don't. Warner Brothers creates most of their content.
Do they really?
Yes, Warner Brothers produces most of their content.
F1 is a Warner. Yeah, F1's a Warner Brothers movie.
Yep. Severance is produced. What's the one with the soccer
Ted Lasso.
team? Ted Lasso is a Warner Brother project, I believe.
I love Ted Lasso.
I believe Brave and the Bold has undergone a title change. Ooh. Lucifer, you should put a bid in for it. I should. I will sell all of my Mark Spears books up there to buy
All I'll
more.
say is if it's Paramount, I do not want to see a Star Trek DC crossover.
Please.
Why? You don't want to see?
I want to see Star
Green
Trek
Lantern?
and Green Lantern. Yes.
Yes.
No. We don't need it. We don't need it. They need to get Star Trek under control first. Let's why don't you do that
Yes,
first?
thank you.
Strange New Worlds is amazing, and so is Lower Deck.
That's on HBO Max.
I heard Strange New Worlds was good. But whoever they go with, just for the love of God, please don't let Netflix take it. Please don't.
Why? What's wrong with Netflix?
No, because if they hit Warner Brothers, they are going to kill the theatrical experience of Warner Brothers. I'm telling you right now, they're going to kill it right then and there.
True.
I don't
can
want
see that. Yeah.
Skydance to have it because I think they would be way too hands-on.
Right, and also, you've seen the track record of Netflix films, right? So, do you trust them to manage Warner Brothers stuff? I'll be petrified if they have anything to say with DC. I'll be petrified.
Yes,
I knew about that. I was just being a smart guy.
And even if Paramount Skydance back with Saudi Arabia and all those countries, Ellison already said James Gunn and Saffron and Pam, Abby, and DeLuca and Abby aren't going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Personally, even though I really wish he didn't have to go through this sale, but I would be interested if Universal got it, and mainly it's because of park reasons, because they'll make a DC land at Universal and replace the Marvel land over there. So, yes.
Doesn't Universal already has the Harry Potter rides?
They got the
Harry Potter,
Universal Studios.
Yes.
They would have to rearrange their parks, get rid of all of the Harry Potter stuff.
No,
That's Warner Brothers.
That's Warner
they
Brothers.
are not doing that. Harry Potter makes them so much money.
Well, if somebody else owns it and they make a deal with another park.
Yeah, but Universal still has the Marvel stuff, even though Disney owns it. They still have that Marvel section in Florida.
That's why I said if they buy Warner Brothers, they will get rid of that, because the only reason they have it is because it's not the updated MCU stuff, and they can't add anything to it because Marvel and Disney's gonna be like, no. So it's this is a perfect excuse for them to just replace everything with DC stuff. And also Harry Potter, they will expand Harry Potter immediately.
Well,
And
not only that,
they
didn't they have the DC experience at Universal Studios? It was a long time ago. It was
it probably was before I was born.
Freaking Michael Keaton's Batman stuff. I mean, But I remember that. Yeah.
Well, Six Flags
has
had
the-
that. Six Flags
Yeah.
had that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Six Flags stuff is it's not good. It's not.
Six Flags has WB. That's right. I remember getting
Also,
Superman the ride. That was terrifying.
yeah, that was oh my god! Like that's not the right thing you want to compare a Superman ride to. That is terrifying. That's
It was
not a good way to
terrifying.
describe it.
Your feet are dangling from your feet are dangling, and you're in a harness, it's going up, around, back. That scared the crap out of me. First and last time on that ride. Nope.
That was a fun ride, though.
Yes. Well, I was trying, but also, Halloween Horror Nights, they're going to have a field day if they own One Butters because then they have the rights to The Conjuring, It, like all that they can use that whenever they want to. Halloween Horror Nights, man, they'll have a field day.
Welcome to Dairy still has me.
So
now
I'd be
wanting to
rooting for
turn
an
my lights
NBC at this
off.
point. Is what we're saying here.
Yeah, I'm rooting for NBC Universal.
Get rid of NBC. There we go.
Well, because think about it, dude. You can have Jurassic Park. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Jurassic. I'm surprised they haven't done that already.
Studio, quiet no studio, yeah.
Yeah, and in the grand scheme of things, I don't want this to happen. But if it has to happen, Universal for the parks.
They used to DL. It was lame as hell. There was this like Six Flags Marine World or whatever, or Tropical Kingdom or whatever the hell they call it. It's in Vallejo, California. It used to be called Marine World Africa USA, and that's where you go and see the whales and stuff. I mean, they still have the whales jumping out the water and all that kind of crap with dolphins and whatnot, but it's not the main focus of the attraction. But anyways, they had animatronic dinosaurs. It was lame, dude. It was so stupid. But it came out around the same time that, like, you know, Jurassic Park, the first one, came out. So that was pretty huge back in the days when I was a 10-year-old. Oh,
you know, and we can finally get the Justice League versus Jurassic League. We get the Justice League.
Okay, let's not do that.
That was a great read. Wonder Woman is a Triceratops was awesome. Yes, you.
And there's still some of you that want the Fast and Furious Jurassic Park crossover, and I don't understand you people. I really don't.
Yes, I have the Panic in the Sky run. There's for you people that didn't watch my show on Friday. They are casting a young female in her 20s for Man of Tomorrow. And people are speculating that it's Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman will make her debut in Man of Tomorrow.
Things like that, I don't want to know.
I'll take that with a grain of salt. Huge grain of salt.
I'm not saying it would have made it a good movie, but Batman v Superman, to me, if I didn't know Wonder Woman was going to be in it and she showed up when she's saving Batman, that would have made that movie more epic for me. So I don't like to know these type of spoilers. Just let me find out when I see it.
Well, you're talking about a movie that put Doomsday in the trailer.
Okay, well, bro? I mean, you got to put your villain in.
Lex Luthor. That was your villain.
You don't have to put Doomsday in it.
You don't need to show Doomsday shouldn't even been in the movie at all.
I mean, Doomsday was like, okay,
no,
Superman's gonna die.
It was way too early for that.
You killed Superman in the second movie in your universe, man. No.
It was too early for Superman to die for our sins. Just too early.
Sorry.
Oh my God!
Next subject.
What?
I'm tired of talking. Snyder.
Isn't all right, what we said that the first Snyder movie was
on this crap?
Let me do a poll in the chat. I make fun of Max in his polls. Now
and you're not wrong. They're not making that same mistake twice, dude. Why would they? Why would they do that? It makes no damn sense.
Nope.
What is this? I can turn the stream into a members only stream. Is that new?
I don't know.
They're giving me that option. What?
Thank you, Missy Mars.
Oh, look at that.
Should WB restore the SnyderVerse? We'll take a look at this poll after we finish our
18 minutes.
Yes, in 18 minutes.
In
All right, the
18
poll is up. All right, do you have any final thoughts on the whole WB, blah, blah, blah,
No.
merger, acquisition, selling off, restoring, firing, hiring?
Let's
I mean,
go
y'all got,
Universal.
yeah, y'all got me excited for Universal now just for the theme park.
Yep. It's literally the only thing.
Stop spoiling it.
That's literally the only thing I'm like.
Missing. Hey, missing. All right,
yes.
moving on.
Yeah.
All right. Last month, all of the big trades, the Direct, Vanity Fair, well, the ones, whatever, all the big trades reported Superman had made over 100 million profit. Forbes was the only trade that said, nope, they lost money without any proof, without any evidence. Yesterday, they come out. Forbes just released a new article saying that Superman was a huge success and it generated 150 million in profits.
Did they redact their other article?
Superman also earned a universal critical acclaim and high audience scores, as well as strong streaming numbers and home entertainment sales and rentals. The film will have generated significantly more than 100 million in profit and approaching 150 million globally when it's all said and done this year. It's not a failure. It didn't underperform. It was widely beloved by mainstream audience and most fans, and no amount of resentment or wishes or lies will change those facts. And there's some other part in the rest of the article that says some of these smaller junk web YouTubers and websites are just doing this for clickbait, and they hate James Gunn and blah 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 blah.
Well,
what else?
You should have put the slide in like 2 slides before.
Huh?
You should have put the slide in when like 2 slides before when we were still talking about the Snyder stuff.
It's not Snyder stuff, Superman stuff.
Superman stuff, sorry.
I don't get why Forbes made this whole 360 on October 6th saying how much of a failure Superman was. And then what, a month and a half later, they're saying it was a huge profit. Forbes should just stick to financial and just get out of entertainment news. They really should.
Yeah, this is embarrassing.
Really
what are you like? What is going on right now? We didn't even go to Forbes to certify that this is a success or not. Like you can literally just see it for yourself, like how well it did at the box office. You literally go to Box Office Mojo. You literally see the ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. Like it's obviously a success. So I don't know why they're even trying to.
Let me order my 4K copy now. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get away from this.
Steelbook.
Sadie Sink has been cast in Avengers Secret Wars. Who is she playing? This has been verified by the Direct. This is not just a rumor anymore. She has been cast in Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars.
This is so strange that Sadie Sink got casted in Secret Wars before Tom Holland's Spider-Man. What is going on right now? I don't know. What is?
I don't know. He's still waiting to be cast in Secret Wars, like you said.
It's like, is this like? Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the first official casting for Secret Wars?
Yes. Now that I think about it, yes.
Like, who are you?
She's playing Mayday. Mayday Parker.
Either she's Mayday or she's Jean Grey. I don't know.
A young Jean Grey.
I don't know. This is crazy.
It's because she's part of a show, a massive show that's coming out in a week.
Oh.
It's good PR.
Oh.
Oh, Firestar.
Angelica.
I would love that.
Huh.
I love it. I love it. I am here for that. Can we get a Spider-Man and his amazing friends?
Hey, I've been
movie?
I've been wanting that. That'd be great. But dude, this is insane. This is like
Red Skull. Not here, Terry.
She's the female Red Skull from Earth 476. No.
Dude, I really don't know.
This is crazy. Like, this is the first official casting of Secret Wars, and we don't even know who this person is. So this is, I don't know. Look out for Brand New Day. Whatever she's gonna do, look out.
If
I would be shocked if she was Gwen. That would shock me.
No.
I don't see her as Gwen.
Spider
To
Gwen.
be honest, I'm so burnt out of Doomsday Secret Wars talk. Looking forward to the movie and the trailer.
Dude, we have another year discussing this movie, so buckle down. This is I don't know. I am just shocked. I don't know.
That's all I gotta say.
Yep. Can't wait to see her in Stranger Things.
This wasn't put out by Jeff Snyder. This was put out by It was put out by Deadline. Deadline put this out.
So this is legit. Most likely.
Everyone knows here at Mature Movie Entertainment, we let you know if something's a rumor or it's true or not. And if
What kind of movies are we watching?
Huh?
What kind of movies are we watching? Mature entertainment? What?
It's a running joke.
A little inside baseball.
Yeah. Like DL said, Tom Holland's not even cast at Secret Wars. I don't know who's in Secret Wars, but we know Sadie Sink will be in Secret Wars. I'm hoping she is Firestar. Now that Degrassi put that out there, I would love that.
Yes.
Firestar or Mayday, I'd be fine with.
Here we go. Amazing Friends at Dustin Creighton's favorite Spider-Man. Who was the main bad guy in the cartoon again? Dr. Doom.
Ooh. I see what they're doing there.
She is the main character in Stranger Things, not exactly unknown actress, maybe just unknown to you.
No, I think we all know who she is.
Oh, yeah. Did somebody in the comments say nobody knows who she is?
Oh, and to Mama Bear, we were pretty civil. We didn't go that hard we didn't rail against it or anything. Just saying.
Well, we're fair and balanced here. You can love both and criticize both.
We weren't hating hard. Oh, Jesus, man. Back's killing me.
I think everyone would agree that even though the Man of Steel and the SnyderVerse wasn't that great, Cavill was amazing. Just wasted. That's what it feels like. He was wasted.
It's just wasted potential. That's all it is. It's a whole universe of wasted potential.
Which makes it feel worse that it was such great casting and yet, wasted potential, like you said. It makes it worse than just being bad.
Oh, speaking of Marvel.
See, I have both. I have the Henry Cavill pop, and I have the David Cornsweet pop. Look, coexist. See, look, I have the DCEU Justice League lined up here, so don't think I'm a hater. I'm really not.
I was about to say. DL.
Yeah.
Since you're here and somebody brought up Fantastic Four, did you watch Fantastic Four?
Oh no! You didn't like it?
I found it. I liked it as a movie, but it was boring for me.
Okay,
I found it boring.
So I liked it. I enjoyed it. I do think this is the best Fantastic Four film, but that's not saying a lot. But yeah, I wasn't. I didn't love it. I don't know. It's like something about it was just off to me. I don't know if it's just because it came too late or I still wasn't 100% sold on the casting. I did end up really liking Pedro Pascal as Reed and Vanessa Kirby as Sue and Eben Moss backrack is the thing. I thought that they were great. Johnny Johnny was okay. He was okay, but yeah, I think he was the weakest of them.
I will say this about Fantastic Four. See if you agree with me on DL on this. The montage of them fighting the villains, the Mole Man and the Ghost, Red Ghost, and other villains, they should have put those fight scenes in the movie.
Yes. You know, it's actually weird because, and ironically, because these two movies came out the same month, it feels like Fantastic Four is what I was worried Superman would be, because they both do similar things. Like neither of them are origin stories. They literally throw you in the middle of them already being established. There's a lot of Easter eggs and world building based around their stuff, but like for some reason, like when Fantastic Four did it, it doesn't feel as natural as when Superman did it. It feels like, even though I know the lore of Fantastic Four, it's not like I didn't know. Oh, yeah, it's that, or yeah, I recognize that, or whatever. It's not that. It's just it feels like we didn't. I don't know.
I kind of agree with you.
DL, can you send Blue Jay the link since I'm not on X anymore?
Yeah, let me see.
You got 10 minutes, Blue Jay.
No, you make a really good point about that, DL. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, it feels like it feels like there should have been more of a movie for Fantastic Four than with Superman. It feels like this feels really much like the second movie to a film that doesn't exist.
It feels like one of them didn't need an origin story, and one of them actually did.
Yes, and
Superman did not need an origin story. I felt like I was just right in the middle of it. Okay,
yeah,
and I was okay with that. Fantastic Four, it felt like it was in a completely different universe, completely, but it also didn't have the normal stuff. But like that montage in the beginning of the movie should have been the movie.
Yes, you know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is actually. I think because we know that we're in this multiverse saga, and like the concepts that Fantastic Four is introducing is higher in stakes than Superman, and is going to cause ramifications going forward with Doomsday and Secret Wars. Superman did not establish all that just yet, so it's like. And I think on the back of our minds, we know that this is the movie right before Doomsday, and so they're throwing all this at us with Galactus and Franklin Richards and the different multiverses stuff, and it feels more like we need to play catch up with this than Superman. Superman is gradually throwing the world building and characters in there without flat out saying this is what we're leading to. This is where we have to end up to. Like Superman's not doing that. Fantastic Four is doing that. It's like here's this, here's that, here's that. Oh, here's Dr. Doom. Get ready for that. Like what? Wait, what? What? Franklin Richards? What? Okay, so that's how I feel. So
it didn't give time for anything to breathe in that movie. It just felt like it was
on
to the next thing kind of deal.
I did not expect I don't know what to call it, a metahuman birth. And at the movie, I'm like, oh, we're doing this. Okay, okay.
Yeah, that was, even though that was probably one of my favorite parts of the movie, was that chase sequence while they're giving birth, because that was a pretty cool scene. But but again, it's like this seems to be a lot to be thrown at you, especially for people that know who Franklin Richards is, and you're just like, oh, you're doing this already? Oh, we're doing that? I was like, oh, okay, this happening? We need to take the Earth and push it somewhere else.
What was that? I don't know. And let's put an X right here, and hopefully Galactus steps on it. What were they thinking? What was that? Welcome to the show, Blue Jay. You haven't been here in a long time.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say? Any previous topics?
I mean, I hope WB does well. I'm so sick of mergers, but hey, if it's the best option, I guess. I hate to say it, I kind of root for Paramount. I'm not the biggest fan of the Ellisons, but I mean, Ellison knows movies.
That's true.
I mean, he knows his stuff. So, and Sadie Sink, cool. We're just gonna wait like a whole year till Doomsday and another year for Secret Wars, and honestly, I'm more excited for Supergirl than Doomsday. Hot take, I know.
No, I totally
No,
see why.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
But yeah,
I just think there's I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna come on and say it. Avengers Doomsday has too many goddamn characters in it.
Really? You don't say.
Can we get Howard the Duck in Doomsday, please?
The 40 chairs they had lined up with the actors and stuff.
And this is once again going back to one of my like apprehensions with Fantastic Four, which is bleeding into Doomsday, because this is the first time we're being introduced to Doomsday in this Avengers film, he's supposed to be the main villain, on top of the fact that we just got introduced to the Fantastic Four, we just got introduced to the Thunderbolts as a team, we don't have a proper Avengers team right now led by Sam Wilson, we also have the multiversal Fox X-Men going to be in here, so how are you going to juggle all this properly and make it coherent? I don't know.
I feel like they're kind of rushing this saga off because we're only like 3 movies left now. We got Spider-Man, Doomsday, Secret Wars, and boom, multiverse closed. Off to the next time.
And Wamba. That's how Reed Richards is in the comics, Bruce. Or have you not read Fantastic Four? I have not read Fantastic Four since Byrne was doing Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four as a comic is a failure since the 90s. It sucks, and I will not read a goddamn Fantastic Four book. Because they have no idea what to do with Reed. They have no idea what to do with Sue, Franklin, or Valara. What's her name? Valara?
I think so.
Valeria?
Valeria something.
You know, and this whole Fantastic Four, it was gone for like 5 or 6 years as a comic book. No one cared. No one asked for the Fantastic Four to come back. But nobody cares about the Fantastic Four. That's just what I'm saying. Except for a few people. It's DC time. DC time to shine. You want to read a good team-up family book? Read Justice League Unlimited. All right. Next up. The Duffer Brothers confirmed that the Stranger Things finale is over 2 hours long.
Oh my goodness! No wonder it's a theatrical release.
Yes.
Well, with all those characters, they gotta wrap stuff up for. I mean, it's gonna take too long.
Isn't the finale like? Well,
yes, it's obvious. It's obvious. I don't read comic books. It's obvious. I never read comic books here. Yeah,
you just collect them for the pictures, Bruce.
I collect them for the pictures. No, I'm just.
The comics are the comics. The movies are the movies. You don't have to format a comic to be 2 hours long.
You have 25 plus characters in the movie. How much screen time do you get to see these characters? How much screen time do you think these characters are going to get? Where's my Hollywood Bruce for glasses?
It's gonna be funny though. It's like they're gonna pay freaking Robert Downey Jr. a shit ton of money to come back and all this stuff, and like he's probably gonna be in it for like 10 minutes.
Hey, Christina Payne.
He's done it before.
Less screen time than everybody else.
Unless this movie's gonna be like Avatar length.
Robert Downey Jr. HBO Max a sympathizer for the Doom roadmap. Ooh, I'll have to give that a watch.
Can we get like?
So does anyone think we're gonna get the same thing as we did get with Infinity War, where it turned into part 1 and part 2 with Doomsday?
Yeah,
I thought.
Secret Wars.
Is it Secret Wars their technical part 2? I'm sure they're going to treat it like that.
Are they setting it up like that?
I was going to say I have a question regarding the slide here. Stranger Things. Do you think they're gonna stick the landing, or is it gonna be more of a Game of Thrones situation?
I think they're going to overdo it. But I'm going to be here for it regardless. I think they're going to go out of their way to make it the most epic thing. They're going to try too hard. That's what they're going to do, Brian. They're going to try too hard to make this the most epic, dramatic, dark, like emotional finale ever.
Wasn't
what
the
I'm expecting.
finale? Wasn't the season 4 finale like a Christopher Nolan movie length, like 2.5 hours long?
Yeah, it was over 2 hours.
I remember. Granted, I've never seen the show. I probably am missing out. When I first heard that, when the finale was like that length, one of my friends said, "This is not how TV works." I'm like, okay.
No, because like half the time they want to be a summer blockbuster film, and then they forget. Oh wait, we're a show. We should actually try and be a show format.
Hey, Christina.
I do want Eddie to come back.
Yes, I loved Eddie.
That'd be nice.
Oh,
I don't know, but it feels like this show has been on for so long that now that the kids aren't kids anymore, I don't feel as protective, since I'm a father and I had kids that age at the time. I don't feel that protective of them anymore. So now that I see them all old, it's like, yeah, you can die. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, they're getting their AIRP cards in a few years.
Honestly, I will be.
I
so
like Maya
shocked.
Hawke's character way more than the kids.
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah.
They're probably going to kill off Steve, though.
I love her and Steve together. Her and Steve together is so good. And I remember that first season, I hated Steve, and he's become one of my favorite characters.
Dude,
True.
Steve is great. Steve is great. Like,
hey, hold up. And Wamba, I've been very gracious to you tonight. I have no idea what you're referring to. I don't really care. This is my show. And Mama Bear or Christina, get rid of him. Thank you. Goodbye.
Get him out!
Get him out of here.
Oh, yo pienso que yo puedo hacer eso.
Well, tú sabes, mamá.
Anywho.
But yeah, I'm
Get the fuck out of here.
How long is part 1 and part 2? Does I remember?
Well, there's 3 parts, right? So
Yeah, it's 3 parts.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's.
Yeah. Can't wait. Gonna be there day 1 watching it. So I definitely, even though, I know people said that this show has been going on for too long, and I do agree that the show has been going on for too long, but I'm still like really invested in what's going on. Just like I grew up watching these kids, man, and I just can't wait to see how they're going to stick the landing.
I can't kick him because I blocked him on another channel. He's been blocked from a lot of channels. I leave him alone. He when I was on X, he sent so many nasty messages on my post. I just ignored him, but you're not gonna keep doing it.
We're just doing constructive criticism, not just pure disgust.
The disrespect. Jeez. Spread the love, guys. Spread the love. Everybody's welcome here, as long as you're respectful to the guests, to the panel, and the chat. That's all I ask.
I'm just benefiting from the fact that I just watched this show recently, so it's all fresh in my head. I didn't have a 3-year downtime for it. It's kind of like how I'm gonna feel when I go back to watching Rings of Power, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Like, dude, how in the hell am I gonna watch House of the Dragon, man? It's been 2 fucking like I don't like that anymore. Like, that's the one thing I wish I could go back in time with. Is the 3/4 year season, 20 some odd episodes, to where it's like fall TV lineup was one of the coolest things ever in the 90s, because that's when they would announce all the brand new shows.
Yep.
And it's like now it's like, oh, okay, here's the fall TV lineup, and it's done by like late November.
Yeah. Before we go, I do want to talk about this. Earlier today, was it earlier today or yesterday? James Gunn tweeted out a photo.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
Of the Wonder Twins.
Oh.
We have Gleeks already in the DC universe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why not the Wonder Twins?
If it's not Kevin Forever and Olivia Munn, then I don't want to watch it.
No. Why would you want that?
It's going back to the G4 days, bro.
Yep.
Do you remember when the DCU was initially going to make Wonder Twins movies and everybody crapped on it?
You did, Degrassi. You said it was still in play.
So, I mean, hey, James Gunn, I believe will make Wonder Twins legit.
God damn you, Corbin. Hold on. God damn you, Corbin. Other black people are allowed on the show. You know this.
What?
No, Corbin. He says he's glad I know other black people besides him.
Okay.
What were you saying?
I was saying, like, I mean, if anyone could make Wonder Twins legit, it'd be James Gunn. But is it something I'm super excited about? No, not necessarily.
I mean, I kind of want him to not do stuff like that. I'm like, he announced the Jimmy Olsen show. I'm like, really?
Hey, don't sleep on that Jimmy Olsen show. Don't
start,
sleep
don't
on
start,
it.
please, don't start.
I'm not starting stuff. And I'm like, okay.
I know.
I know you're James Gunn. I know you like your crazy stuff. I'm like, so about that Batman.
I was just saying, you're announcing a Jimmy Olsen, you're announcing V for Vendetta, but you still can't get Batman off the ground. Okay.
I'm not
Stop. We don't talk about Batman.
I'm not gonna be a stickler, but I'm just saying we got Superman, Supergirl. Okay, you're 2 for 2. Clayface. Okay, weird. Lanterns. All right, I'm there. Okay. And what else?
V for Vendetta and Jimmy Olsen.
I think they're gonna use Jimmy Olsen's show. It's not titled DC Crime. James Gunn said that is not the title of the show.
Crime. That's a lame title. DC Crime.
I think it's going to be a way to introduce other characters into the DC universe without having to do a movie.
Yes.
You have a point.
The villain in one of the villains or the overarching villain is going to be Gorilla Grodd. Flash.
Yeah.
Definitely Flash.
I'm just speaking from its initial announcement. It could be good. I'm just saying. I think his way of announcing things is a little. I'll wait and see. See.
You're forgetting the coolest thing. Okay, so now if the Comcast merger with Universal and stuff goes through, think about it. Okay, you got some of the. Oh, God damn it! I totally had a point. And I lost it.
I was interested to hear what he was going to say.
I know, damn it. Oh, no. So on NBC, what's the greatest show on NBC that's been on the air for 20 some odd years?
Family Guy?
Law and Order, brother. Okay, Law and Order. Okay, so now all you have to do is make this Jimmy Olsen show like Law and Order. Okay, think about it. Think about it.
Are you trying to get Dick Wolf in the mix?
Oh yeah, bro.
Can
we get Ice Cube in it too?
Can
he be part of the DCU or the DCU? That'd be so cool. Mariska Hargitay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, good luck. You're welcome. Having that song stuck in your head the rest of the day.
Oh my God! God damn you! I want to go watch SVU. I haven't watched it in like 4 seasons. Law and Order with a gorilla.
Law and Order with the gorilla.
Well, honestly, dude, when I first heard that they were gonna say we're gonna make a Jimmy Olsen show and the bad guy would be Gorilla Grodd, I was like, is he gonna fight Grodd? Like, that's the impression I got when I first saw that. I was like, is he how is Jimmy Olsen going toe to toe with fucking Gorilla Grodd? You just have me there, but I was like, they're probably doing it a different way.
He's got the great riz, bro.
It's not gonna be a fight. It's gonna be first degree murder.
So what Degrassi is saying here is that Jimmy Olsen is going to be Barbara Walters interviewing superheroes and villains.
Like, dude, that sounds ridiculous initially, but like I would watch that. I would totally watch that. Dude, if they treat this show like a DC All-Star show, like you never know who's gonna show up, like let's not forget in the comics, the first introduction of Darkseid and New Genesis was in the comic called My Proud Jimmy Olsen.
Now, if they did like an Unsolved Mysteries Jimmy Olsen show, that'd be awesome.
Degrassi said it's gonna have archival footage and dramatic reenactments of
like Unsolved Mysteries.
Events. That would be awesome.
Like Unsolved Mysteries, dude.
I am here for that.
Yes.
They just need to get the music too. Welcome to Unsolved Mysteries.
The Wonder Twins showing up in the Jimmy Olsen show?
I believe that. I can believe that.
Can we get
if nothing else, we already know James Gunn is great at taking these really small characters and just making them big and making everyone love them. So if he's going to do the Wonder Twins, I'm here for it.
Honestly, this is a good gateway to reintroduce Shaq as Steel.
No. No.
I will be laughing my ass off. It's that if Steel, we were in the James Gunn universe the whole time and we never noticed it.
Watch American
You
Bandit.
can retroactively put that movie alongside Superman and Supergirl with Peacemaker, and we were in the whole time. We were sleeping on it the whole time. We never noticed it.
Time to go back to sleep.
I'm liking the fact that we're actually getting a comic book universe where you have choices of shows like Jimmy Olsen, Peacemaker, movies like Clayface, Supergirl, Superman. I like that there's a variety of themes and genres going on, and not just everything is stupid over the top comedy like Marvel.
Right.
Just saying. But I am not a Marvel hater. I'm just a DC fanboy that enjoys DC more. If I like I said on Sunday, if Marvel didn't screw up the X-Men like they did for the last 10 years, I would still be my
20,
number one.
20 years.
26 years?
26, yeah, about 26 years.
When did they go to Krakoa? Krakoa, they were in San Francisco for a while. Now they're in Alaska. I don't know who's deciding the X-Men, but Batwoman will be number one. Let's go, Batwoman. Do you know Peacemaker season 2 is homework for Sergeant Rock?
Is it? I thought it was for Salvation Run. Whatever it is.
Sergeant Rock movie.
Are we?
Oh, like 80. God damn you. Come on. The Jim Lee X-Men run was good. Krakoa back in. It was, Kingdom of Us. What if Jimmy Olsen girlfriend turned to Silver Banshee? Ooh. No, I don't think Miss Tessmacher could be.
No, it's Miss Tessmacher.
No.
She's her own character already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sergeant Rock is definitely a weird war tale. Easy Company and the Justice Society fighting Yahtzees for the Spear of Destiny. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
But we went way past an hour. We're having too much fun here.
14 more minutes.
Only 14
I want you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment if you're watching on the replay.
Oh yeah, check the poll.
Check the
Oh,
poll.
we have a poll. What is the poll? We have 29 votes. Wow. And 35% says yes. And 65% says no.
I did not expect the yes to be that high of a percentage.
Well, don't underestimate them.
Well, you got a lot of people that still want to see the Zack Snyder finish his story, whether it's in comic book, movie, or animated form, which I would be all for animated, because if you guys haven't watched was it Twilight of the Gods by Zack Snyder? So good. It is so good.
Watch it.
It's on Netflix. Just don't have any kids in the room when you watch it, because there's some daisy chaining going on, there's some LSD going on. It's a lot.
So wait till my wife is not home. Okay.
You know she's watching, right?
I don't know about that.
They always walk in on the weirdest time.
Oh, polluted
Yes.
Oh, trust me. My mom walks in on the weirdest time when I'm watching The Boys. I would pause it. You came in at the wrong time, not right now.
Yeah, because my wife refuses to watch Daredevil and Invincible. So like I don't know.
Daredevil second. Ooh. Daredevil bored again. Yes.
Would you stop? That was a good show.
Well, Invincible maybe. You know, it gets gory, but Daredevil, I'm like,
Daredevil was bored again. I always free. It was okay. It wasn't as good as it was hyped up to be. I don't know. I just can't get into Daredevil, and then throw in the Punisher. I really don't care for the Punisher, because you're from Jersey. I'm from Jersey. You shake my head to the gate. Come on, let me pull you through.
You think they'll fix his accent in Brand New Day?
Bad. I don't know what kind of accent that was. That wasn't a Jersey accent. You want a Jersey accent? Watch what is it? Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore.
How did I know you were going to say Jersey Shore?
GTL. Let's go.
Where did Jersey Shore come from?
Bruce was like, love that show. He had that show on.
I did. They were a train wreck.
That's why you watched them.
I love train wrecks.
It's just you couldn't not look away.
Don't look away. That's why I was on MME so long. I love train wrecks. Shout out to Mad Max.
Oh man, that's horrible.
And I just want to remind you, thank you everyone for hanging out. And remember, Kingdom of Nerds is an award-winning show for most informative comic book content, guys. Just saying.
They want the Nintendo cartridges.
I know it doesn't look like Nintendo cartridges.
It does look like Nintendo cartridges.
With the little sheaths on them still.
Yep.
The Leaning Tower of Cheese.
It's like I want to pull one out and blow on the backside of it.
Look, it spins. It spins.
Oh, it spins.
It's a spinner rack.
Oh, geez, Brian, have you seen the meme about that? The Nintendo cartridge telling the other Nintendo cartridge to pull one of its pins.
Coca-Cola had cocaine, 7-Up had lithium, Morning Brew, Evening Stew. Ew.
John Cena's IC champion.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. We will be back unless some hard-hitting news hits. This show will be every other Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be Red Shirts. And let me know if you guys enjoyed the Power Hour coming back. What is this? That's my nickname for my wife. She's my... Oh, my God, Degrassi. I have nothing else to say.